because the whole goal is to create repeat customers. One thing I know that you guys need is a customer information capture system. It's dummy proof. Costs you absolutely nothing. I mean, that's a hell of a deal, right? Like if you guys don't take it, I'm gonna sign myself up. All right, Shakertins team, back again. So actually I just finished doing a podcast with an influencer that we're thinking about doing some work with. So I wanted to sit here, give you guys another breakdown of like what our offer is to you guys. I got my laptop here with some notes and all of that. But the reason why I wanted to make a video proposal is just I really feel like with different people involved in the ownership structure, I feel like I could talk better than I can write. And I feel like, you can send this video around and the message and what we're going to offer can be communicated a lot clearly. But also what I'm saying in this video is broken down in the PDF as well. So let's get to it, man. So we've talked, I've sent you guys kind of a general video of what we could do for your business. Now let's get into the specifics and then actually how much does it cost, right? That's the main question I know people want to know. All right, so I'll make sure that you guys all get a link to this PDF right here, so that way you can view it. I read everything on here, wrote everything, and had our team review it. So there's 4 things that I have heard that you guys have communicated that you guys need help with. So number one, these are the solutions to the problems you guys have told me, right? So number one is building a new customer acquisition pipeline. Number 2 is creating more repeat customers. Number 3 is increasing revenue across the brand, but being able to also increase revenue in a specific location and having strategies for that. And the 4th one, I put this one as optional because I'll explain why, but it's growing your brand's social influence, right? So I'll explain why in a second. So let's get into it, man. This first offer right here, I genuinely believe fits your guys' current business model already and will, for the most part, will cost you guys nothing to get started with this. This is a performance-based compensation style that we're offering right here. This is us getting paid for our performance, commission-based compensation for special offers and activations. We've got relationships, obviously, with different influencers, personalities. I know you guys do as well, but we can lead the initiative, right? Just to give you a real quick example of like a couple special offers, like a special offer could be us bringing in an influencer to work with you guys and create a signature cocktail that's limited. And normally that drink will be priced at $9, cost you guys $3 to make. We'll go ahead and bump that up to $15 and negotiate for that $5 of commission with you guys. That way we can pay the influencer and also pay our team for the work that we're doing. That would just be one example. You could go more grassroots and have somebody handing out, redeem a free appetizer or, $1 shots at Shakertins in Arlington at the let out of a Rangers Cowboys game, right? And we can have the technology on the back end set up to be able to handle all that. All right, so our CMO services give you our full team of creators, experienced marketers, and strategists for the price of one decent employee. I broke down a lot of it in the proposal, right? But I mean, basically you're getting experienced marketing leadership. We're giving you customized marketing strategies, communication with your customers and your team. There's some things that work for all restaurants, and there's some things that are going to work specifically for your restaurant. Business to business was a big thing that we talked about yesterday. Getting more events hosted at the locations by doing strategic outreach to the different businesses in the area. Okay, so you hear me talking about all of these things, and you may be thinking like, well, how do we actually execute all that? The most successful restaurants right now in 2024 are leveraging technologies very, very similar to what we are offering for you. I think this is really the biggest value of the CMO services, right? One of the biggest values for you guys. Me personally, I built a custom CRM. We use it for our influencer, but what we're able to do is customize it to whatever type of business or whatever client we're working with. Right? They're using technologies and CRMs for customer acquisition, for marketing automations, creating loyalty and rewards programs. All of this is right here at your fingertips, and we're able to actually build a custom CRM specific for your business that will allow you to do all of these things, right? From SMS marketing, email marketing to, tracking the success of the promoters who are doing events in the different locations that you guys have with redeemable QR codes and different things like that. There's so much that we can do with this custom CRM, and I'm excited about that. I know Brad is ready to relieve his title of social media manager, so let's talk about that part. There's an immediate need for content. Oftentimes you start working with content creators and they price themselves so low, they give you such good work that other people want to work with them as well, and they take on so many clients and they can't keep up what they actually promised to give you in the first place. Been down that road before. I'm assuming that's what happened with you guys. Because with me, you don't just get me, you get a team, which is better, right? It prevents burnout. It gives new creative perspectives, and you get people who specialize in things that may not be my strength. What we're proposing to do on a monthly basis. So we'll do 2 high production video shoots for you guys, 5 location visits a month. So that's 1 visit per location for content capture. We'll do 20 edited posts from what we've created. right? And then we'll also take in 10 location specific requests. What that means is, hey, we got a pool tournament going on at our Galleria location. We need some content specifically around that. Also, your user generated content, we can also help you guys capture that, repurpose it and edit it and redistribute that, as well as staff captured content. We'll help edit that and present it in a way that fits the brand messaging. That's 30 posts a month. For how much? For $5K, right? So for $5,000, you have my team of professionals that will create 30 posts a month. We'll be coming in and doing 7 video shoots for you guys. And if you break that up, that's basically $166 per post, right? And now if you divide that amongst all 5 locations, it really breaks down to $33 per post. And I mean, that's a hell of a deal, right? Like if you guys don't take it, I'm gonna sign myself up. Because if I can get somebody to make videos $33 a post for me, like across all 5 of my businesses, like that's amazing. The reason why I created a second option for you guys to be able to leverage our content creation services is just from my experience and my research. Bars and restaurants, when their social media is executed at the highest level, let's talk about, 250,000 followers, 80,000 followers, a lot of engagement, a lot of likes, you're typically going to see a huge brand awareness increase, but that typically only leads to about 20% of new customer acquisitions. 80% of those typically come from Google, right? Because you may be having somebody watch your social media and they may be loving and liking your content, but they live in Italy, right? And you have a bar here in Texas that looks good, but it doesn't lead to actual increase in revenue. So what I'm proposing is if you guys don't have the budget or just a little bit conscious of, how you're spending your money, you can leverage our content creation services on a project to project basis. And each content request, we will just give you a quote, to knock that out for you. What I don't want to do is manage the posting. I've done this before. It's a high time intensive task that most people are not willing to pay for. If you think about 5 different locations, 5 different Instagrams, 5 different Facebooks, whatever, right? 5, it's just a lot, right? And who am I gonna have do that? Now I can have somebody do it, but realistically it'll probably cost you guys another $3,500 ish, $2,500 to $3,500, maybe even a little bit more, just depends. But I suggest 2 things. Number 1, I suggest having one main account that's just Shakertins, right? And that is your main account. Second thing, and if you guys do continue to have the location specific social medias, which I understand why, then I would suggest having your store managers be responsible for posting the content on a day in and day out basis, but we will deliver them the content in a way to where it's dummy proof. I can say, hey, we're gonna give you 30 posts per month, but what am I making? Right? Who's directing me to say, hey, the video shoot that we're doing on Friday, this is one of our high production shoots. We want to bring in our chef. We want to bring in our top bartender. We want to have them go through, and we want 7 Instagram reels from that. We want 1 long format YouTube video. We want 1 video. Who's directing me and telling me to do that? Oftentimes, I've had to take that on myself, and it's hard to show you the value of that unless I explain it on the front end. This is why we have our CMO services, right? Now, let's talk pricing, right? On the CRM, we do charge a one-time setup fee because we do need to build it custom to you. The setup fee is $2,000, and for the CMO services ongoing, that's $5,000. This is for our brain power, our team to come in and lead the marketing initiatives, and then also implement the software to see it through. So what are we proposing, right? I would love to be able to earn your guys' business as a client. I think you guys have a great brand. I think you guys are at the perfect place for us to come in. You got infrastructure, you got some revenue, you know that your concepts work, but you haven't really done real marketing. So now you can get a baseline of where you guys are at right now and how much can it grow by implementing, cutting edge marketing strategies. So the CRM is going to be a no-brainer for me, right? We've got the content, we got the CMO for hire, and then we've got the compensation based on performance for activation, special offers, and events. So hopefully that all makes sense. I think this is a great value for you guys to take your brand to the next level. I mean, it's really like, it's marketing, man. It's marketing, right? You guys have great food. You guys have a great location. The venues are nice. People need to know about why they should come to Shakertins and where you guys are at and what the vibe is like. And that's really where marketing comes in. So with that being said, my name is Javon. I appreciate your guys' time. Whether you guys end up working with us or not, man, you guys are still great people. I've enjoyed our conversations back and forth. I still love the brand and I'll still go and support. I think I've been 3 times now. You get me to come 1 more time, I'll be a regular, and we'll go from there, man. So Specialty Media Group, we out.